Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Okay, for today's message. Now, these messages are collective, they can be viewed anytime, it's no big deal. Just whenever you feel the message resonates for you. Now, remember, not all of these messages will resonate with everyone. So, I just want to be very, very clear on that. This is just a collective energy. There might be aspects of the reading that sort of make that resonate. There might be aspects that don't. It could be that where the full reading resonates with you, or it could be with nothing resonates, and that's okay. Whatever is for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with the Occult Tarot and the Fallen Angel. The Occult Tarot is by Travis McHenry, and the Fallen Angel Oracle deck is by Nigel Suckling. Okay, so there's a reason why I'm working with these decks at the moment. It is because we're moving into sort of fall, autumn sort of energy, Samhain. We're moving into that sort of Samhain sort of energy in New Zealand. So hence why I'm working with these decks. I do want to explore them a lot further, so we'll see. So let's see what message is for you today. So let's look at the Occult Tarot first and see what message the cards have for us. In a general reading, I'm just asking the energy to come through for a guide or a suggestion, maybe whatever's happening in your life right now, and you just want to get something, maybe a clearer picture of what's happening for you. We're not getting too deep, we're just getting into a really brief, oh, I felt that energy there. This one here is the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands to me is a sense of a breakthrough. There is a breakthrough in what's actually going on. Now we have Azazel here, A-Z-A-Z-E-L, and he says teaches of holy secrets, instructs how to make weapons in the art of seduction. So when we're looking at, so say if we were using this as an oracle deck, and Azazel just came up. And so he's telling us that you may be learning something that was once hidden and it's very sacred, and maybe you're developing your knowledge in that area. Maybe you're learning how to defend oneself. Maybe you are seducing someone, or you're being seduced by someone as well. So that's something to think about when you're looking at these cards, that they can be used both as a tarot and an oracle. So here we have Ace of Wands, which to me is a sense of a breakthrough in your sexuality, your energy, your sense of identity and who you are as a person, your creative energy as well. So next we have Temperance. Temperance to me is the sense of moderation. So there's a lot of changes going on, but it's all through the sense of, it's going to be a bit harsh, I might have to do a bit of adjusting here. So let me just put this out. So temperance to me is a sense of being able to find a sense of moderation in everything that's going on. Out of the chaos, you find a sense of bringing everything back into moderation. It does talk about transformation, a lot of changes and stuff happening through that sense of not being in excess. Now we've got Procell here, or Procell, C-R-O-C-E-L-L, so I think it's Procell, and it all talks about geometry and liberal sciences, makes great noises and warms water. So maybe this could be a reminder to have a hot bath or a hot shower, maybe spend some quality time in a spa. Maybe you need to speak, you need to use your voice in what's important. Maybe you need to sing in some way. Maybe you're learning about geometry in some way, and you're talking about sciences, so maybe something to do with science could be coming into your journal. Okay, now the sun seems to be coming in at a funny stage, so let me just see if I can be back in a second. Okay, we're back. I think that looks a little bit better in colour. Ooh, so what flew out? Lucifer. Okay, so we've got death. So again, that transformation coming in. So here we were talking about moderation with temperance. Was talking about a sense of moderation in what's going on and making sure that the transformation and changes that are taking place comes through not being excessive. And here we have the sense of things ending. So something needs to finish before moving through the changes and things. And we've got Lucifer as it, and he provides liberation and illumination. So he's providing a sense of freedom, a liberation with everything going on, and there's an understanding of what's actually happening. So he can incite jealousy and envy. So are you dealing with any jealousy or envy? Now that could come from within, not necessarily from other people. So is that coming from within? So it's really interesting when you start to look at these cards on a sort of a different level, whether you're looking at them as a tarot deck or using them with like an oracle in some way when you're looking at the angel. Okay, so this card here seems to be screaming out as well, which is King of Swords. Now King of Swords to me is the sense of truth. It's a very logical, analytical aspect to the cards. I feel like there's a lot of thought going into what's going on in regards to an idea or a plan. Okay, we've got Eligos, E-L-I-G-O-S, and he talks about, reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favour of lords and kings. So maybe it feels like there's a lot of battles and things going on. There could be some conflicts, could be a lot of fights, arguments, things like that. And whether that's with others around you or within yourself, it does feel like there is a lot of stuff going on in that regard. So that's interesting. Let's see if there's anything else that the these demons need to tell us, the cards need to tell us. Okay, we've got Six of Cups. Now, Six of Cups to me is a sense of memories of the past. So it could be past related in what's coming. It's like you're remembering with everything that's going on, with the battles, the conflicts, the transformation, the changes, the ability to sort of use your voice when you need it, which could be really, really important. Using your voice, being able to say exactly what's important to you. You know, as you learn to, just a lot of sense of learning something new. You know, and maybe you feel like there's weapons being involved in some way. So it does feel like, so we've got Fornius here, F-O-R-N-E-U-S. Teaches rhetoric and languages. So maybe you're learning a new language. Gives one a good reputation. Maybe your reputation is being questioned here. Makes one beloved by friends and foes. So maybe you feel like your reputation is being looked at in some way, but you do have people that will actually support you as you move through this journey. So that's a really, really interesting reading. So let's see what the fallen angels have for us today. So what message does the fallen angels have for us in regards to what's going on? Just feeling like any more Okay, that's three. Actually, didn't feel like. Oh, maybe we got it. It wasn't all the cards that fell out. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we've actually got here in this. And I feel like these were the cards that were really important. So the first card we're looking at now, isn't this interesting? Zipa talks about seduction. So, and we had seduction before, didn't we? With one of the other cards. Now, it was with Aziel that came up first. Aziel came up first with seduction. And here we've got Zipa with seduction. So maybe we're feeling like we're being seduced with what's actually going on. Now we've got Barbados, talks about nature, spirit of nature. So I think that's really important that you might be able to spend time outside as well, might be part of the process. Aureus does talk about inspiration. So what does inspire you as you're outside? Taking some time outside, we've got respite here, which talks about taking some time out. Talks about revolution. So revolution to me is a sense of a fight and sort of standing up for oneself, if you like, in the journey as you gain the wisdom that's really important. So we had, sorry, let's go on here. Orias here, O-R-I-A-S. Here we have Halpas, H-A-L-P-H-A-S. And we have Prufus, P-R-U-F-L-A-S, and come on, P-A-I-M-O-N. So that's a real with wisdom. So that's really interesting to feel like maybe we're being seduced in some way. So we need to be really aware of that. We might need to take some time away from the situation, and that could mean spending time outside, away from whatever's going on. Maybe we need to find what inspires us to be aware of what seduces us. Now, the seduction could come from not necessarily a person as well. It could be in regards to a hobby or an addiction in some way. Maybe we're being seduced by a repeated pattern. Could be, it could be through drugs seducing us. It could be a job, or it can be any sort of situation. So think about that, not necessarily being seduced by someone, but maybe by something. And so we need to step away from the situation. I think that's what I'm really getting here. And you're needing to look at what actually inspires you. What gives you that motivation to do something that's good for you in some way? What wisdom have you gained from the situation as you cause a sort of a sense of internal conflict, internal battle within oneself? It feels like you're fighting against what's actually going on. So that's allowing you to actually, and it looks at very much about the wisdom gained from that experience, from what's actually going on. So that's a really interesting message for you from the Occult, Tarot and the Fallen Angels. Take care and blessed be.